Welcome back to Home Video. We all know there's been a steady rise in vinyl sales over the last few years, and it's somewhat leading the way with the physical media comeback. So today I thought I'd go through some of my vinyl collection, just some of my favourites. I've been collecting vinyl for many years, and I'd say I'd have close to 1,000 vinyls there. A lot of them I got for about 50 cents, a dollar many years ago. Now they sell for anywhere from $10, $20 to $100, depending on the title, obviously. So here are just some of the film soundtracks that I have on vinyl. First off, we have classic Federico Fellini, 8.5. Now this is a really interesting pressing, this one, because the vinyl itself, very nice. That's a good thing about physical media. It's just sometimes the quality as well. It's really nice presentation. I'll try and move this along. Next off the rank we have Morricone, Mission. That's a really great soundtrack, that one. It's a decent film as well. And you've got some staples. Grease. That's a great soundtrack. Bee Gees. This is another Fellini one. The Ship Sails On. And it's good collecting ones like these. They're rarities. I like to have them in the collection, and good soundtrack as well. Another staple of any op shop, Lawrence of Arabia, but it's actually a great soundtrack. Just the orchestra in it, the epic drums. It's an epic movie. Peter O'Toole. I've seen this film many times. I'd say at least half a dozen to a dozen times. Got American Graffiti. There's some great songs on there. 50s music. I think it's 50s and 60s, or mostly 50s. Another staple of op shops. Gone with the Wind. But once again, really good score. So this is Cinema Paradiso. That's a great film. One of my favourite films. And fantastic score by Ennio Morricone. Speaking of Morricone, actually, this is a 34 track of some of his best work. Good and the Bad and the Ugly. You've got Tarantino in there. I've got what film it was. I'm right in front of the microphone there. Yeah, The Mission, Cinema Paradiso, Fistful of Dollars. But these are just some of the titles. Yeah, I mean, if I was to go through a lot of them, I'll show you some of the other titles. I've got them all through here. You just got things like Fletch, Woman in Red, La Bamba, which is a good movie. 2001, Space Odyssey, Big Chill, Against All Odds, Barry Lyndon, Funny Girl, Barbara Streisand there. She's always good with musicals. She does get a bit irritating after a while, after you've heard too much Barbara Streisand. It just starts to get a bit grating on the ears, that one. But she's good in small doses. St. Elmo's Fire. So there's good titles here. The Fury there, John Williams. These are just film titles, but if you go through just other vinyl here, like I said, there's full cabinets here. You start a collection of T-Rex and it just gets out of hand. Obviously, with the video store. So, Chariots of Fire, John Williamson, Boomerang Cafe, classic Australian artist there. Van Morrison, Charles Aznavour. I've got just lots of stuff. Thelonious Monk and Eagles, Slim Dusty, Shadow. John Denver there, the Muppets. Demi Russo. Actually, Demi Russo, he's got some good songs. I really like his, kind of thinks he's Jesus up there a little bit. But, and then if we go over to in here, you got this is full. Eagles, as I was saying, Sting, John Denver again. Some things that Barry White, Billy Joel. You wouldn't know. More Billy Joel there. Yeah, so I could go through all this, but yeah, I was just thought I'd show you some of the vinyl that I have, and leave a comment. Let me know if it's worthy collecting vinyl. I do have to thin out my collection a bit. Maybe I'll look at doing that, because there's some stuff there I wouldn't listen to, and obviously there's some trash in there, but most of it's pretty good. Just depending on what your version of trash is. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.